Hi, Uncle Joe. So we are back after, some break, I guess so. So I don't know where we stopped, but I think I'm going to ask you about your experiences. 22 Comrades Marathon, how was your experience? And perhaps also your qualifier for Two Oceans. So, Two Oceans would be your qualifier basically for all these Comrades Marathons. So, if you can just run us through on how that is.
The qualifiers is normally a marathon, or you can use the two oceans as a qualifier. But those years then qualifiers used to be 4:15 for a 42. So 4:15 for a 42 then, okay, fine, it wasn't too fast for us. And 4:15 will qualify you for Two Oceans and Comrades as well at the same time. But then Two Oceans was a good yardstick for Comrades. Say, okay, fine, I did Comrades, I did Two Oceans, so I should be ready for Comrades in a month or 2 months time. And how I got to the 22 Comrades is, the first intention was just to do 5. And then when I did 5, before I got to the 5, I thought, okay, fine, let me just see if I can do 4, improve. At least I can say, well, I did 2 ups and I did 2 downs. Then I say, all right, fine, two up and 2 downs. Let me go back for the last one to say goodbye. And then somebody told me, but why don't you just go to 10?
Was that like for your first Comrades? So you did the up run and the down run, and you're like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, no, I thought to myself, no, I will come back and improve on the up and the down run.
Okay.
And then say goodbye. Then when I did the 5th one, or when I did the 4th one, I just said, just go do the last one, the 5th one. And that's it. 5 is a nice round figure, and then you're done, you finish. Then somebody told me to say, well, why don't you just do 10? 10 is not that far. And I thought, okay, fine, maybe one can do 10 and I have my permanent green number, then that number is mine to keep.
Okay, that green number thing, is it like, because I've seen some runners going on about, oh, I have my green run number and so forth. Is it like an enticing thing, or do you feel like a sense of achievement now that you have like this permanent number?
It's like an achievement that you get, because that's something that now you can own.
Okay.
It's not like the other runners, this year you get this number, and next year you get a different number. So now you know this one is mine.
Okay, so
They
the
won't give
green
it to
number.
anybody else.
So the green number, basically, it's the number you get when you do your 10th one. So every other year you got different numbers, but on the 10th, because they can pick it up on their system, then they already print you out a green number. Or how does it work?
Yeah, no, they pick it up on the system and they print it. Once you've entered, they know that, no, he's coming, he committed to come. So then they print it and they keep it.
Okay.
So when you go and register, they know, okay, fine, he is here, so just keep his number out. And then when you finish, it's there already waiting for you.
Okay. So how did it feel when you got your green number, or the journey towards your green number?
After the 5th one, there was only one goal. I just want to get my green number. And every race after that was just to work towards that. And there's no actually a special feeling. You just feel, now I want to get to the. Only when you get to 10, to 9, then you know, okay, fine, next year I'll get my green number. And the green number is this green numbers club. So you're not being treated like the normal runners.
Also, they
I mean,
say you are treated very special.
yeah, there's a special, like a corner, I would say a corner for you, an area for you, the Green Numbers Club.
Also, you guys pick up your race packs at a different corner and all of that.
Yeah, you don't go and queue.
Ah.
You go to Green Numbers Club, and then that's where your number is.
And then you meet other green number holders.
Then you start talking. And then when you finish, there's a Green Numbers tent as well.
Wow.
So you go to that tent and get your coffees and soups and everything there. The other guys, the other runners go
They just get water.
No, they do get soup as well, but not as much as on the other side. The treatment is not as much.
Oh, your treatment is VIP, basically.
Kind of like you are the VIP of the race.
All right.
And it's just a good feeling. And then when you're on the road, people look up at you to say, now, Green, so he knows what he's doing.
Also, they even ask you for advice. So
they ask you, so what must we do, or what do you think, or are we gonna make it, or whatever. So that's how it is. That's how I got, when I got to my green number, that's number 10. Again, I said, okay, fine, now I got 10. So I'm just gonna come back for the 11th one.
Then you're done.
Then I'm finished. Then the club thing started coming in. The young ones started coming through. So I started feeling, well, now you can't leave them all
without, yes.
At least support them, be around.
Yes.
And then I was around, and when I checked again, I was at number 18. So, and now here we are, number 22. So 22, I'm aiming for 25. So I got 3 more to go. But then I won't disappear completely. I will be around to assist the other ones. And I promise them, so, if you need my advice, or if you need me to go with you to Comrades as a supporter, I will be around, even if I'm not going to run. But
okay, so running 2 Ocean Ultra and running the Comrades, what are the different things that you go through?
2 Oceans is a tough race. It's got 2 mountains that determines what you are. And the advantage is that it's tough, but it's not very long. It's only 56 km.
Only 56.
Yeah. But it's tough in the sense that you first get to Chapman's Peak, which is a high climb, and then the second one is Constantia,
yes,
which is also another climb. So that's where it's tough.
How long is Constantia? Because I remember running and then walking.
I think Constantia is about 4 kilometers, I think, or 5 kilometers long, if I'm not wrong. Because on top is, from there you got about 10 to go.
So how do you train for a 4-kilometer climb?
You take it in stages. You break it up in pieces. When you start climbing from 43, you shuffle, and then halfway, then you start walking again. And then in the middle there you shuffle again, because you cannot just walk the whole 4 kilometers, otherwise you will waste your time.
Yes.
So you walk and you shuffle a bit, and you check the people next to you as well, and you shuffle, and then it won't take you long, but when you get to the top,
Yeah,
It's
going downhill.
it's all the way, not all the way, but
But yeah,
mainly
mainly.
downhill.
Okay, so for runners, basically walking is not a sin because some people feel you're doing something sinful almost if you're walking in a running race. So, what would you say towards that?
Walking is not really for sissies or for the cowards. Even when you're training,
Yes.
there are stages where you walk. I mean, so it's always better and good to walk while you still can. Instead of waiting until your body says no,
Yes.
and then you'll be forced to walk.
Yes.
So if you get to a hill and you see, no, this hill is too steep and my legs are starting to pain a bit or to get a little bit too tight, you're allowed to walk. You can walk a bit, even if you're wearing running shoes.
Yes.
You walk a
Yeah.
bit. You walk a
Because they're
bit.
saying you shouldn't walk in running shoes, right?
You walk a bit and then you run again.
Okay.
As long as you're determined to say, well, fine, now, if there are lamp poles and you say, okay, fine, now I'm going to walk from this lamp pole to the next one. And then I'll run 3 lamp poles.
Yes.
Or I'll walk so many seconds.
Yes.
And then I'll at least have to run for so many seconds or so many minutes. So that's how one goes. If it's a kilometer, you can say, okay, fine, let me at least run for half a kilometer. And then the other half I can walk. And then you can divide that other half in 2 as well. You can walk in the beginning, run, walk towards the end.
All right.
So walking is not a sin.
Okay.
Then, like what I said, 2 Oceans is tougher than Comrades. Comrades is just long.
Okay, but not tough.
No, it's not that tough.
Even if it's a down or uphill, what makes it untough or in comparison to
It's just,
oceans?
it's long. That's all.
Okay.
But it's not that tough. If you're prepared enough, you will suffer, and you will get pain, but
It's doable.
it's doable. You can manage. Like if you got the up run, when you get to Polly Shores, from there on it's about 9-10 kilometers to go. You will be hating, but then at least you know I'm almost home.
How long does it take you to recover from 2 Oceans? Do you also walk funny like a penguin afterwards, or after 22 are you like a professional? You know how to recover quickly.
No, you do pick up experience how to recover. I mean, you get the recovery supplements that you take, and when you finish running, you do some stretches as well, and you rub. You do your rub-ins, and then you will take shorter to recover. For me, it takes about a week.
Just a week, wow.
Yeah, a week then I'm fine. I can jog a bit, but not fast.
Yeah.
I can jog a bit. But for when I was much younger, it used to take a little bit longer, but not that long. Probably a week and a half, or make it about 2 weeks. Because there you run in the next day, you can hardly walk. That's how it is. But these days, when I run the next day, I can still walk, but the legs are sore.
Okay.
And then when you get to, like when you get onto an area where there are stairs, at least now we got the experience of how to get down the stairs. I mean, you go down backwards.
Oh, so there's a
yeah.
whole thing on
Yeah,
how to get downstairs.
Yeah, it's much easier. It's less painful.
Okay.
So if you get somebody who's going downstairs facing forward, then you know, no, this guy hasn't got much experience. And with the supplements these days, in whatever we rub in,
It works.
It works.
Okay, is there anything else I've left out before we dive into your runner's portfolio to look through your memories?
It's probably the last one is the one is just when you do Comrades. In the beginning, adrenaline is pumping. I mean, you're seeing out to the gun to go off.
Yeah.
And then you're seeing out to halfway. But before you get to halfway, you start getting tired already. And then you say, okay, fine, if I can just make it to halfway, that will be fine. Then when you get to halfway, you pick up like a second breath. You're feeling fine again. And then you get to about 35 kilometers to go. And that's where you start asking yourself what you're doing there. You say, I should have stayed home. I shouldn't be here. Because then things are paining.
All right, so how do you overcome that? What are you doing here? I should have been home feeling.
It's just that the two things. You start thinking about the amount of input that you put in to get there. I mean, financially and
training
wise. And then you start thinking about the people at home, the ones that encourage you to go. Then you start thinking about your friends that encouraged you and that assisted you with probably some pocket money to say, okay, fine, this is for your accommodation and this. You say, if I just have to push through, because what will I tell them?
Yeah, like I couldn't,
No, then you just push through.
Yeah.
That's now when you get to that pitch.
Yeah.
And I think every Comrades runner do experience it. And then the other thing is you look at the person next to you. Surely there will be 2 or 3 that are looking worse than you are.
So
and you can see that if this one is suffering like this, it looks like this.
I'm better.
No, I think I'm better off than.
And I can make it.
Let's just go.
So 22 Comrades, you have finished every run that you have signed up for.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so what takes? I feel like when you finish something like Comrades, is there like a shift in your life? I don't know, do other things in your life flow easier, or do you have solutions much faster? Or, I feel like it should level you up, like personally onto another. I don't know, you are almost, yes, you are human, but because it takes a lot to exercise every day, to eventually do 90 kilometers, to actually show up, because I don't know. I go for 5 kilometer runs or races, but I'm freaking out. I'm not even winning. I know I'm not the fastest person there, but I'm so nervous. Like, oh my gosh, how is this gonna feel? So what's the experience like for Comrades to Oceans? And I'm sure you've done numerous half marathons, full marathons, because we are just talking about ultras, but there's all these other distances before you get to 56.
No, it's just, it makes you a different person when it comes to thinking and accepting things. And when you're faced with a problem, you tackle it a little bit differently to say, well, if I can overcome that, surely there should be a solution to this one. And you become a different person in this, that you start accepting things and respecting things as well, the way things are happening.
Okay.
Besides respecting other people, I mean, that comes automatic. I mean, respecting others. When you get to there, you will start accepting the other people that they are. And you just become, you don't accept a no for an answer easily. You say, no, I can't do it, or it cannot be done. You say, no, there must be a solution to this. And your self-discipline is completely different. Because like when we had winter and summertime, when you come home 6 o'clock, it's dark already.
Yes.
But you know, I have to put in 2 hours running. So you will go out there in that darkness
And then run.
and run. And in the mornings, sometimes it's so cold. You will get up and go for a run.
Do you like snooze? Like, do you ever snooze your alarm? Or do you even set an alarm, or does your body just know it's time to wake up?
No, most of the time you have to set an alarm.
Okay.
Because it's just that you, you start thinking, not thinking, but you know that if I feel sorry for myself, when I get onto that road on race day, nobody's going to feel sorry for me.
Yes.
And the people next to the road will say, no, you're doing good, you're looking good, and they will encourage you.
But you know.
But then when the body doesn't want to walk together with the head, then you will start suffering. So that's where the discipline comes in to say, well, to reduce the suffering on the road, I have to put in so much training. And it's not just for the ultras. I mean, even for 10K, I mean, you know that well. Listen, if I want to do 40 minutes for 10K, I have to put in this much.
Yes. Okay.
So it's just a discipline for yourself. I mean, you just become a different person when it comes to discipline.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say before we dive into your album?
No, not really.
Okay. Then we'll dive into your album soon.
Yeah, okay.